Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, your superstore for, well, a day like today, serving the entire New York, New Jersey, Connecticut's tri state area with salt, sand, rock salt, the area's largest supplier of rock salt and the lowest prices anywhere. And of course, the snow melt products like Pelledo, Mag Ice Pellets and Flakes, or if you need a shovel or spreader or snow blower, head over to Omni. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, on Long Island. 631-756-1125 is the phone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. It's over with now. I'm showing you the radar from noontime. You can see the back edge has reached the coast. If you're looking at this after, say, 1 or 2 o'clock, it's all long gone. And we've got precip that extends down through the Delmarva Peninsula, down into Virginia, North Carolina. The big issue, as it turned out, was the fact that the temperatures, which are now mostly near or below freezing, at least in the New York and northern New Jersey area and up in the Hudson Valley, the temperatures this morning when I woke up at 5 a.m. and checked them out were 5 degrees higher than what was being indicated. And that made all the difference in the world because you wound up with about 2 or 3 hours worth of rain before it changed over to snow. That cold air, by the way, has now moved down into southeastern Pennsylvania, into south central Pennsylvania, where temperatures are right at the freezing mark, even starting to see some 20s showing up as that colder air works down from the north. And down in the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area, we're seeing temperatures that are still up in the middle 30s. But north and west of there, we're seeing temperatures that have dropped down into the lower 30s. So they're going to change over before they end. Some places north and west of coastal areas wound up with an inch or a little bit more. We'll see if anybody throws numbers out a little higher than that. But for most places, it was a coating or a bit more on colder surfaces, and that was about it. And that was the risk here with a system like this, that if the cold air didn't get in fast enough, and it didn't, that it was going to put us on the low end of what was only a forecast of a coating to a couple of inches anyhow. So it's not like we were forecasting half a foot or more. So anyway, that's all done, and now we can move on. And the next thing that we're going to be dealing with is cold. It's going to be dry. We have a storm off the North Carolina coast. We'll have one off the North Carolina coast. That's not coming here. That's going out to sea. We have no problems through Monday. But cold is going to be the big deal. Lows tonight will be in the single digits to near 10 inland, and teens elsewhere. And I've got the Friday night, Saturday morning map up where the temperatures are actually a bit lower, low teens along coastal areas and warmer urban settings, single digits down to near zero, and even some below zero readings showing up in the northern half of Pennsylvania and on up through the Hudson Valley, northern Connecticut, and further north up into New England. So this is a cold air mass. It's going to be with us through the weekend. We won't be much above the low and mid-20s for tomorrow for highs with the sunshine and a gusty northerly wind. Saturday also in the 20s, and then Sunday we might start seeing temperatures come off those lows and start to move them back up into the 30s. Now, as far as the pattern goes, over the next week or so, this is back from Monday where you see that storm from the weekend moving up to the northeast. We have this weak we had the overrunning here with the Arctic front. This upper trough, because it's tilted in this fashion, where you see the tilt going northeast to southwest, that means that any system that's off the southeast coast that's going to develop on this stalled front is going out to our south and east. And then we've got a series of weather systems coming down from the north. Each one will bring in some colder air. Tuesday, we have a bit of an Arctic front going by, and that will bring in some colder air. And then after that, we still have a series of weather systems that will be coming down one after another. Weather models are going to key on these systems on certain runs and not on others. So expect to see some rather interesting things on the models if you look at them on a day-to-day basis or every 6 hours in the longer range. But still, much to work out. So here's how it plays out on the surface. And I want to just give a little bit of attention here to the folks in Virginia and North Carolina. You are going to see some snow Friday night into Saturday morning as that low develops out to the east, and some of those snow amounts could be significant, and then it's going to be pulling away to the east-northeast, and colder, drier air replaces that. We've got some watches and warnings up for areas to the south. We have winter storm warnings up for eastern North Carolina, ice storm warnings now up down near the coast in areas like Wilmington, and then going on the South Carolina side toward Myrtle Beach. Winter weather advisories already up preemptively. We also, by the way, have winter storm warnings up in South Texas for freezing rain and advisories further north and west of there. Those include cities like San Antonio and Corpus Christi. And we've got winter weather advisories in the parishes surrounding New Orleans and along the Mississippi and Alabama Gulf Coast for some freezing rain. So a lot of winter weather going on as we look at this going forward. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. Salt, sand, Pelledo, snow blowers, spreaders, shovels. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. 631-756-1125 is the telephone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. So, looking ahead, we've got the Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight at 8:30 Eastern Time tonight. 8:30 Eastern Time, another late start. Also, I want to remind everybody that if you're on the Meteorologist Joe Cioffi weather app, which is free, and it's available on Google Play or on the App Store, if you had the Apple version, it hasn't been working for the last couple of months. Well, it's back up. It went back up yesterday. Everything is fine with it now. If you got your notifications set, those should be working, and you'll be getting updates on a regular basis like you used to until I develop those technical issues with Apple. Have a great day, everybody. I actually kept it under 8 minutes, which is pretty good for me. We'll see you later.